Partners Unlimited is our 20-year anniversary, and we've got approximately 70 loan officers at our company. There's a father-son team that was actually number one in our company. I was number two, but I was the number one loan officer for the company, and that's not a team. So, some things that I think were pretty cool last year is I actually did a loan for a title person, and the reason that's key is because title people see a lot of loan officers. They see them coming and going, and this certain title person probably got more to do a loan with me versus how many hundreds of loan officers she probably sees. So that was a pretty big deal for me. And I was also referred a loan by a different title person, so there's trust there. But even more important, I was referred some loans from some of our employees at my company. So these people are people I work with, but they also work with every other loan officer in our company, and they referred their clients to me. So it's kind of a big deal to be able to have that trust within my own company. So my theme, I think, was common questions, uncommon answers. I always like to do this when I get in front of some people, is I like to go, who thinks mortgage rates are going up? Raise your hand. Well, who thinks they're going down? Well, everyone must think they're not moving up. Well, the reality is they go up and down depending on what kind of loan it is sometimes. But in general, rates are kind of on a downward trend. It's been really quite amazing. An FHA 30-year fix is at 4.25. That's a wonderful rate for a first-time home buyer. That means their buying power is that much more when that rate is that much lower. So, a question I get calls almost every day. People wanting to know, is this a good time to refinance? Well, it's not always just because of the rate. It's a good time to refinance. There's a lot of things that I try to dig deep in to find out. Does this really make sense for this particular client? Because yesterday I had 2 different calls. This guy was definitely going to refinance. I don't want to say I talked him out of it, but once we talked through the process, it wasn't as clear-cut deal as he thought it was going to be. On the flip side, I had some other folks that on a 30-year, we're going to take them down to a 15-year, chop about 7 years off their mortgage. Their payment's only going up $81. I said, I think they're going to go forward with it. This is a no-brainer. This guy's got to take a week to think about it. Well, by the time he thinks about it, the rates might move up, and it might not be as good of a deal as it originally was. So hopefully he'll make up his mind to do that right now, because his savings is incredible. A lot of people have second mortgages, and they don't have the equity that they used to have, and they still want to refinance. And there is a product out there that is available. It's called DU Refi Plus, or Open Access. And what it means is, if you were at 80% loan to value at one time without mortgage insurance, and now you're maybe at 95% loan to value, and you're thinking, well, I won't be able to refinance because they don't have the equity. Well, there's a product out there that does allow you to do that without the mortgage insurance. Actually, we go up to 105%. So it's really a lot of people still qualify that don't think they do. And even if you have a second mortgage, and you did what's called an 80-10-10, which means an 80% first mortgage, 10% second, and you put 10% down, and now that's all split up. Now you're at like 95% on the first and 105 on the second. Second mortgage companies are willing to let you go in there and refinance it because they know that you're bettering your situation and taking advantage of the great rates. So I've done a lot of those. It's a wonderful program. That is a great referral for me. People that are at a higher rate that don't think they qualify, they may, because I'm surprised how many people I get referred to, and then all of a sudden they're going, there's no way I thought I could do this, and we can do it. The greatest client right now for me is that person that that I can take from a 30-year down to a 15-year, because there's a lot of folks out there that are at on a 30-year that are at 5.5 or greater. We can drop them down to a 15-year around 4%. The payment does not go up very much at all, and they're just chopping off hundreds of thousands of dollars of interest. So it's fun to work with those clients and see the huge savings. Great referral partners for me, obviously, are real estate agents. Jared is a great example of that. He really gets it. So when he has a client, he knows that before he spends a lot of time with these clients, they should get talking to a financial person first. And it doesn't matter what this real estate agent is. I have a very good agent down in the Eagan area that strictly refers me to all of her clients, even though I'm in Maple. She's an Eagan, a lot of difference between us, but I can do a lot of the pre-work on the phone. I'll drive down to meet them, get the process started, and so it's not a problem at all. So real estate agents are obviously great referral partners for me. Financial planners are another great one. Good financial planners know their clients' overall money structure and what's going on, and know if they're at a higher rate and whether it makes sense to refinance or not. And again, like I mentioned, divorce attorneys are great referral partners for me because they're dealing with folks that got mortgages, 1 or 2 mortgages that need something done for it. And then again, BNI partners here, you guys have been a wonderful source for me. you know, it's wonderful to be able to work with referrals within the group here. So I love to do dance cards. It's always, I know it's tough for us to sometimes schedule those because we're always busy, but you know, if anyone wants to do a dance card with me, certainly give me a call. I'll do everything possible to try and get you on my calendar. So I think that's it. If anyone has any questions, feel free to give me a call at the office. I'll be in today, and the dance cards as well too. So, all right.